Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll be talking about long distance relationships are possible. Um, so long distance. Okay, how many of you know of anyone or you yourself have been in a long-term distance relationship? Okay. Well, I haven't, but my best friend has, and they weren't like out of state, but they were out of counties, so it was kind of difficult for them to visit each other frequently. And some statistics are that 14 million couples in states are themselves are having a long distance relationship. 32.5 of long distance relationships are college relationships, and 2.9 of all marriages. Married couples in states live a long distance relationship. And what I'll be talking to you about today will be the common misconceptions of long-term relationships, how they are good, and well, the advantages, and how to maintain a strong long-term relationship, distance relationship, and I feel like long distance relationships always people always think of them as wrong because it's not like if you're really dating someone because they're such in a distant place, so people think like, oh, are you even really in a relationship? And I feel like that's always misinterpreted, so that's why I chose to do the presentation. First, I'll be talking about common misconceptions of long-term relationships. According to Great List in 2017 in an article by Ritter Beck, a misconception is that it'll be hard, but every relationship will be hard in general because it's a relationship. There'll always be problems, but people always tend to say it's harder in a long distance relationship when really it isn't. It's just as equally hard. And according to relationshiprerules.com in 2017, another misconception is a long distance relationship is good as not having any relationship, meaning like people think that just because they're not here with you every day, that if you're not really in a relationship with anybody else because they're somewhere distant, but in reality it's just as having someone, but obviously it's a misconception. And lastly, being expressive about your love. Because they're far away, they think that, oh, they can't show affection while they're next to you, but they could do it through text, message, FaceTime, any little thing you guys could do. Now that I've talked about common misconceptions of long distance relationships, I'll talk about how they are good and the advantages that come from being in a long distance relationship. The relationship is more than physical. According to Huffington Post in 2017, states that the relationship is more than physical. Instead of it being like more sexually, it's more you guys have a deeper connection. It's more talking. It's not like you guys are friends without benefits. You guys don't do anything. You guys just literally just talk all day and show affection. And according to Lifehack in 2000, an article about 9 benefits of long distance relationships. You appreciate the time you have with them when you are with them. So once they come and visit or whatever, the time you guys have with each other, you guys treasure it, and you guys don't like take it for granted as you would with someone that you see every day. You guys actually go out and have fun and like take every little moment you guys have with each other, like you guys just treasure it. Now that I've talked about why they're good and the advantages of being in a long-term relationship, I'll be talking about how to keep a strong long-term relationship. According to Cosmo, a article by Triffin, she states that communication is key in the relationship because you guys need to communicate back and forth how you guys are going to maintain the relationship and just constantly talking to each other so there won't be any problems with arguments or at all, which leads me to the second fact that never fight over text because you can't really see their body language over text. You have to see them. If you guys do end up fighting, you guys should fight like over FaceTime or Skype or anything where you can see the person. And because once you do it through text, since you guys aren't really next to each other, it could just be gone. They could just be gone like forever. Now that I've talked how to keep a strong relationship, distance relationship. Wait. Okay, so now you guys know I've talked about how the common misconceptions of a long-term relationship, how they are good, the advantages, and how to keep a strong long-distance relationship. I feel like people misinterpret it because it's a long-distance relationship and because they're far away. And something I recommend you guys check out is a movie, Going the Distance, where they hang out for 6 weeks together and then she ends up moving away and then they end up having a long-term relationship and then you can see their adventure through it.
Good job.